Hey, what's up everyone? Paul from Grindhouse Funhouse, and welcome to a new collection update for the month of March, April, and May. So yeah, I haven't done one of those in a while since this pandemic madness hit us all back in mid-March. It actually was a couple days before my birthday when everything shut down. I had just come back from a trip to Quebec City, and I found some great vinyl soundtracks that you'll get to see towards the end of this video. But yeah, I don't know how you've been coping with your time, all that free time, but me, I've been spending it on this channel. And since my day job is being a video editor at a sports channel, and there's no sports to edit, so that leaves me shit out of luck. So basically, all I've been doing is reflect and take time to chill. But also, I've been buying quite a bit. I've gone through my want list. I'd say like the top 10 on my want list, the last few items in the last few years I've wanted, I've pretty much bought. And it's kind of cool because it's nice to have things to look forward to, like, stuff in the mail and things I could use during these times. Three things I want to show you right off the bat. First one being the thing I was coveting the most. It took me 2 months to get this thing, and it's a goddamn clipper right here from Wall, as you can see. This right here, it's probably the shaggiest it's been in the last, I don't know, 10 years. So yeah, I tried to order this thing from Walmart 3 different times. It got canceled on me. Finally, I found this thing on Amazon for a really decent price. And, I want to learn a new skill, and that skill being giving myself a haircut. And, how hard can it be, really? And you know what the craziest thing is? I waited so long for this, and then the next day that I got this, I got another one. So go fucking figure. I don't know how they made that mistake, but there you go. I got this wall clipper thing. Second thing I want to show you is this little box right here, vid box, which is basically used to transfer VHS to my Mac. So pretty much all my only on VHS titles, I'll be able to directly transfer them to my Mac. The thing I've been doing is using my old DVD recorder, and it's been a pain, so many steps just to go through, just to get a file at the end of it all. So this little thing right here should ease things up a bit. And finally, the big ticket item and a game changer for this channel. It is my new camera, the Canon M50 right here. I've been shooting everything on my iPhone since I started this channel back in April 2018. And I knew at some point I wanted to do a switch to a DSLR camera. I watched so many reviews on all the cameras, prices, quality of the image. And this one seemed to fit my needs for right now. It'll be so much better, one, for just the compression, video compression. Image gonna look so much better. I can shoot in 4K if I want to. I'll clearly look handsomer thanks to it. Yeah, I've been so long. I wanted to up my game, production wise. So there you go, I got it. And in fact, I've been wondering how would it look switching over from iPhone to the Canon M50. And I'm thinking, why not find out right now? Not bad. Not bad at all. Liking what I'm seeing. All right. Well, since we're done with this smooth transaction, how about we go with the collection update? And first up, I did buy some VHS in the last 3 months, and I did a video about it. My only on VHS unboxing. So if you're into those things I buy, VHSs and stuff, go check it out. Enjoy it at your own leisure. It's pretty good. When it comes to DVDs, I got only one, and it is The Last Ninja, right here. This aired in 1983. I believe it was on NBC, if I'm not mistaken. And it's pretty much, no, it's CBS. It aired on CBS. And it stars Michael Beck and Nancy Kwan. This was, I think this was a pilot that just didn't make it to the series, so they did a DVD out of it. It's pretty much Michael Beck of the Warriors, and I've always been curious to see what else he's done, after the Warriors, because it's one of my all-time favorite movies. And this is about an American art dealer doubles as a martial art warrior who uses his ancient fighting skills to fight terrorists. And it's about subversing gang infiltrates a team of research scientists charged with top secret national defense project. They're going to ask Kenjiro Sakura for help, a man they believe is a phantom vigilante. So yeah, this aired actually on ABC. So, and I got curious about this one because I got the series The Master with Lee Van Cleef. That's right there. And I wanted to see what else is there out there. And during that ninja craze of the early 80s, and I'm definitely gonna watch it and possibly do a review of it. So there you go. So that is it for DVDs. All right, so for Blu-rays, I did order a lot on Amazon in the last few months because this was very convenient and they had good prices. I feel bad about it. I wish I could buy, more local and stuff, but it is what it is for now. But I did get 2 Blu-rays with my items I purchased. First up being Almost Human, which is a Code Red release. It is a Poliziotteschi movie from 1974, I believe. Yes, 1974, starring Thomas Milian and Henry Silva. Thomas Milian plays a real bastard in this one. No redeeming qualities whatsoever. It's about him and his tiny little gang that kidnaps the daughter of a wealthy industrialist. And he pulls no punches in this one. Kills anybody that looks at him funny. He's really good in this. It's really good. This is a brand new HD scan from Code Red right here. And I did a playlist on Grindhouse Funhouse of all the Poliziotteschi that's been released in the 70s, at least a good chunk of them, I believe, around like 130 titles. So if you want to get into Poliziotteschi's Eurocrime movies like I did, and it really helped me out finding out what was out there, go check it out because there's some really good picks in there. So there you go, Almost Human. And then for a really good price, I think I paid like $24 for this, and they said it was like faulty. There was like some sort of scratch on the Blu-ray. Nothing at all. I think I really got an amazing deal on this one, and it is the RoboCop limited edition from Arrow Video. This thing is a beauty, and on this, it's a 2-disc set, and you do get, it's a 4K restoration on the director's cut, and then on disc 2 you get the theatrical cut, and then you get a edited for television cut. And there's so many, look at this thing. It's packed full of bonus features. It is one of the all-time classics, one of the best science fiction movies from the 80s, without a doubt. I'm gonna show you just really quickly what's in there. So yeah, get the Blu-ray, and I put the original artwork with this. You get a poster, which I'm not gonna open up. You get a really nice booklet right here. I think it's like 80 page or something. I don't know if you can see all the stuff in there. There you go. So a nice little read in there. And then with this limited edition, you get postcards like this. There you go. There you go, like that. And you got this right here, and more postcards. And you got this one and this one. It's a nice little thing. Like it's not like I don't buy for that, but it's always nice to get this and get a nice little, I believe, is it a sticker? Yes, it's a sticker right there. So it's a really nice edition. Now I need to buy probably RoboCop 2 and 3 from Shout Factory. those two releases. I think they will go nicely with these ones, because I doubt Arrow Video will spend that much time for part 2 and 3. So there you go. And the other Blu-rays I bought was for the Easter sale. Arrow Video did an Easter sale. It has been at least 2 years since I bought from them, because just didn't have enough titles to do like a big order. Shipping costs a lot of money these days, even more so now with what's going on. It's really crazy. But I had enough titles that I said, like, you know what, I'm gonna pull the trigger, do an order, and I did. So first up is The Crazies from George A. Romero. It's 2 of the movies I bought. It's like pandemic-related titles. This one is about a biochemical weapon being released in a tiny little town from the army, and then craziness ensues. I've yet to see it, but I've seen the 2010 version with Timothy Olyphant, and I really dug this one. And George A. Romero, of course, you know, Night of the Living Dead. I've seen quite a few of his movies, but I haven't seen his entire filmography, this one included, so wanted to get it, so I did. To follow the pandemic-related movies, the second one is The Andromeda Strain, written by Michael Crichton back in 1969, directed by Robert Wise. It's another one of those, you know, bioweapon being, a killer virus being released, and they have to deal with it before it's too late. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard really good things. Then a little action from the 80s, The Annihilators, and this is a New World Picture movie right here, and it's about Vietnam vets, you know, that are asked to take care of a gang in a city that is causing trouble. That's like a subgenre unto itself. And it's it is a Roger Corman title. I will definitely, this is one of the ones that I want to review, so I'm not going to talk too much about it still now, so that I could concentrate on the review when I do it. So there you go. Up next is Sister Street Fighter, which is a spin-off of the Street Fighter series starring Sony Chiba, and it stars Itsuko Shiomi. You do get 4 movies in this collection, and I believe, Sister Street Fighter, Hanging by a Thread, Return of the Sister Street Fighter, and the last movie is Sister Street Fighter 5th Level Fist, whatever that means. But I'm really curious to check it out. You know, always down for some kung fu. I don't have the slip cover on this thing, but you know, I keep looking at the screen here, because it's the first time in 2 years where I actually see myself filming, because other videos I was just going blind. Now I keep looking at myself. It's so weird. Maybe I should just concentrate on this, right? Right here. So yeah, Sister Street Fighter right here. Up next is Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia, which is a Sam Peckinpah movie. I am trying to get more into you know, westerns. And I know that this one is definitely a really a classic, and with Warren Oates at the head of the movie. I'm gonna go blind on this one and just watch it, you know, like that. Then classic 80s comedy from John Hughes, and it is Weird Science. Weird Science, I've seen that movie so many times. You know, Anthony Michael Hall, Ian Michael Smith, and Kelly LeBrock. This came with, I'm going to show you the back right here. It came with the slip cover right here. It's so velvety smooth right here. Here's the original cover right here. But yeah, who hasn't seen Weird Science? I'm hoping Harrow does the whole series of John Hughes movies. That would be pretty nice, because this looks pretty nice, and can't wait to rewatch it, because I've seen it so many times. And then the last Harrow video I got, the last Blu-ray for this update, is the first movie from John Landis, Schlock, which he wrote, directed, produced, edited. This is a very low budget movie, and this is where it all started, I think, back in 1973. It's also where Rick Baker had its start, and Rick Baker followed John Landis with the American Werewolf in London, and even Coming to America. He did all the makeup for Eddie Murphy. And so, yeah, I can't wait to check it out. I've never seen it, but I'm a big John Landis fan. All his comedies, all his everything he's done, even though it's not one of the best humans being out there, but is I can't wait to check it out. So you know what? That's it for Blu-rays. A haul of Blu-rays I forgot to mention is my Kino Lorber end of winter sale stack. I got about a dozen, and I did do a video in early April of what I got. So if you want to check that out, go right ahead. All right, so up next is the vinyl soundtracks I purchased in the last 3 months, and I got quite a few. First being from Mondo. They had a free worldwide shipping sale, and from that I got 2 titles, but I didn't end up saving a lot of money in the end because Custom got me for the first time in a long while, and they pretty much got to the same price as if I would have gone to my favorite record store and bought them. So, shit happens like that. But the titles I got, first one being Dolomite Is My Name. And Dolomite Is My Name is my favorite movie of 2019. And this is scored by Scott Bomar right here. I did a video, an unboxing / review of this, which will be posted right before this video. So I'm not going to talk too much about it, but check it out. And then the other title I got is Ganja and Hess, 1973 horror blaxploitation, kind of a artsy movie with what's his face, Dwayne Jones, who was in Night of the Living Dead with George Romero. He didn't do that many movies, and I think that's the next movie he did right after Night of the Living Dead, and it's quite good. The music by Sam Wayne, and this was a release, a Record Store Day release in 2018. And I saw this movie for the first time, I believe, about a year ago. And what stood out for me, besides the acting and the story, the music, really, really good. And of course, this is a color variant, and it is a beautiful brownish color, which I really dig. So there you go for Mondo right here. And then I ordered couple vinyls from Europe. How fancy of me. One from Germany, a Varese Sarabande title, like I did for The Hard Way a couple months ago, the one I showed you. There's a few titles that have only been released in Europe, and I love Varese Sarabande. It's like my fetish label. I try to get everything I possibly can. They're quite expensive, so I try to not go too crazy yet. But one I wanted to get from that era is Ricochet, the Denzel Washington, John Lithgow, Ice-T movie. And actually Ice-T is on this one. He does the main title, Ricochet, And the rest is from Alan Silvestri. He's one of my favorite composers. Alan Silvestri, Back to the Future, The only downside to this vinyl right here is that, and I believe it's on every copies they've done, and it pops and hiss. And it's very unpleasant. It's not fun to listen to. At least I got the MP3 somewhere of this, but I have it on the collection as is, but it's a shame. I wish it was better sounding, but what are you going to do? 2 other titles I bought from Europe, 2 from France, from the same seller. One being Stay Tuned, the John Ritter comedy from 1992. It's one underrated, I'd say very underrated comedy about a couple that goes into their TVs and they get zapped through many channels. And this is what I like about this one. It's a hip hop collection from that era. So you got artists like Salt and Pepper, Black Sheep, X-Clan, Ultramagnetic MCs, Cool Mo D's on this one, and get one score cue from the composer Bruce Broughton. But still, it's really cool to have this in my collection. And then, big Bill Murray fan, as you know. And I got this for very cheap. They had I felt like at least 50 copies of this, and I bought this for $3. It's Osmosis Jones, like a live action slash animated comedy, kind of like I guess Space Jam. This was done by the Farrelly brothers. I know I saw this in theaters, but I couldn't tell you a damn thing about it. But you know, I bought it because Bill, right here. No, if I could get every soundtrack of every movie he's ever done, I will do so. So there you go, Osmosis Joan. And then back to here, stuff I bought. One being Dreamscape from Maurice Jarre. I got this at a Discog sponsored day of music and vinyl and stuff, like a small fair of some kind. So I got this one, Dreamscape. Then I went to Quebec City, like for a couple days, right before the pandemic started, right around my birthday. Hit quite a few record stores, and I'm pretty surprised of what I got. I didn't think in Quebec City would be the kind of place where I would find these kind of titles, where I can't even find them here, but somehow they were there. I don't know. But first one being Twins, you know, 80s comedy with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito, an Ivan Reitman film. This is a Various Artistes soundtrack. And I tried to do something here where there's a Sharpie situation, so I tried to remove it best I can, but obviously I failed, so I might have to find another copy of Twins, the soundtrack. And then a Paul Newman movie, In the Life of Time of John Roy Bean. Judge Roy Bean. My God, it's hard to say. This is another Maurice Jarre soundtrack, total blind buy. Barely paid anything for this, but I thought it was cool soundtrack, and why not? I got this. And then another Various Sarabande title I found is Meetings with Remarkable Man, right here. Blind buy again. I was surprised how, you know, enjoyable it was. So there you go, right there. And then the sweet finds of this Quebec City trip. Big blaxploitation fan. Obviously, I did a video of my entire collection of movies and soundtracks, and I found 3 titles there that were like really in my top 5. I've been seeking out, and I found them there in the whitest city in Canada, Quebec City. First one being 3 the Hard Way, Jim Brown, Fred Williamson, Jim Kelly. The music by The Impressions, really kicking, soulful soundtrack. Look at this cast right there. It's pretty good. The only thing that sucks for me is that little thing right here, the little punch. But amazing soundtrack. Can't believe I found this for a really good price. The other one being The Mac from Willie Hutch, and then this thing kind of like opens up like this right here. That tells you how big this man was. Like, he was on the front cover while the poster of the movie was in the back. So I don't know how much pull he had back in the day, Mr. Hutch, but well done, sir. Another great soundtrack right here. If you're into blaxploitation, soul music from the 70s, you know, and for a great blaxploitation, The Mac. I mean, fun, and Max Julien, Richard Pryor. So yeah, very happy to get this. And then another blaxploitation title, Youngblood, and the music by the band War. I know there's a Scorpion releasing of this movie. I've not yet seen it. It's not so much like a blaxploitation, like kind of like pimps and hoes and, you know, cool people doing cool things. It's more of like a drama-ish kind of blaxploitation, I guess. But I listened to this as well, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. War. And then finally, when it comes to vinyls, I got this at my favorite record store here in Montreal. The Hitter. It's a boxing movie with Ron O'Neal, Superfly. This came out, I believe, in 1979. It's not so much soul as it's more like a disco record, but still, it's pretty cool to own, and pretty psyched to have this. So there you go, The Hitter. And finally, I want to show you a couple things. A few of like movie memorabilia. That is a hard word to say. The first one being a Chucky slip mat for my turntable. When this came out last year in conjunction with the Child's Play soundtrack that Mondo released, they had that as well. And I think I waited too late to get it. I thought it was really cool and I wanted to buy it. It's done by Phantom City Creative. They're from here in Toronto, but not here. They're from Canada in Toronto. They actually did one of the thing I own, which is the Werewolves on Wheels poster on my wall right here. And I thought it was really cool, and I missed it out. And I actually found I found it on a UK record store called Silo Wave. So if you're wanting to have this, I believe they still have a few left. And I was really happy to get this. I got another thing coming. Another memorabilia that I bought. I'm going to show it in the next video. It's pretty cool. I can't wait to show it. And then finally, obviously in kind of video, I'm always going to show the latest Fangoria magazine. I just got this like last week. It took a while to get here. I thought I'd never get it, but yeah, I haven't had a chance to read it. They talk about A Quiet Place Part 2. The film Porno, which played here at Fantasia last year. The movie The Hunt, if you haven't seen it, that's a great one to watch. But yeah, there you go. If you can see inside right here. So there you go. I'll get through it eventually, but yeah. So yeah, Fangoria right here. So that is it for this collection update for March, April, and May of 2020. So please like, share, and subscribe. I'm up to like 275 subs as of this video, so that's pretty cool. Thank you for joining up to Grindhouse Funhouse, the new people and the old one. It's really appreciated. Check me out on Instagram at Grindhouse Funhouse, where I post on the daily. I'm on Reddit now as well. I post news, new Blu-ray releases, events coming up, funky little things that I happen to see on the web. I add on Reddit. In the comment section below, let me know the things you bought during quarantine. Anything that you knocked off your want list like I did mine. Very curious to see. Videos coming up. I have movie reviews, some of the Blu-rays I showed you. Only on VHS titles I'm going to do. And I'm going to continue my movie shelf overview. I believe I'm up to shelf number 6, so I got those coming up as well. So stick around for that. Thank you for watching, and I'll say to you, ciao bye for now.